Don't be afraid to look like an idiot in front of 300 people. And what I mean by that is some of our lecture halls are huge. You know that, I know that, everybody knows that. You know, you're sitting in a psych lecture with 300 people. It can be intimidating to ask a question, especially if you think you're the only one that has that question. But the sooner you get over that fear, the easier everything becomes. You know, and it's not necessarily that it's not a dumb question, but if you don't understand it, then by definition it's not a dumb question. If it helps you understand it, it's a good thing. I would say assess your situation. Obviously everyone has different, you know, scenarios, whatever's going on, what they're doing, where they have to go. And then whatever you end up doing, commit to it. You know, if you're gonna be at home, that's fine. And don't think less of yourself because of it, just because your friends aren't. Or if you're gonna move out, okay, commit to moving out and run with it, see what happens. Because no matter what happens, you can always change back. So you're not committing yourself to anything that you can't get out of. The difference is working at a smaller place, you see more of what you're doing as opposed to focusing on one specific part. And that's a little hard to explain for someone in layman's terms sometimes, if you haven't done a tax return before or dealt with accounting. But the idea is you get to see the whole picture, you get to see the whole project through, as opposed to just being one person on a giant team that's working on a giant client that you can't possibly wrap your head around the entire thing. And it helped me understand that I didn't want to work for that big a company. Don't necessarily focus on big mistakes. You're going to screw up, especially as a new staff person, no matter where you are, you will, you're going to. But own it, admit that you screwed up, offer to fix it, and then don't make the same mistake next time. You know, the joke is if you're going to screw up, make it something new. But it really is that, I don't mean to sound nonchalant about it, but don't mess up things you've messed up before. If you can show that you've learned, that's far more impressive than knowing everything off the bat. A lot of people think just because they like going to their job every day, they need to make it their entire world. Not necessarily true. Well, for some people it is. You know, some people that works great for them, but other people, it doesn't have to be, your entire world doesn't have to revolve around your job or your career or whatever it might be. You know, pick up other hobbies. I started taking martial arts after I graduated from Rutgers, and it's been great. And it's something else I do that helps build me as a person, and for other people, whatever it might be, do that too. Focus on that, and that might help you get a job if you can't find one. Some of it is technical mastery. You know, you want to get better at what you do, and as someone who likes to be good at things, I know that sounds absurd a little bit, but when you do something that you like to do, you want to be good at it. And knowing you get better every year, knowing that you can do more and more than what you did before, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but when you look back at what you've done, you realize I've done this much better this year than I did the year before that. It's a good feeling.